Hi guys, Tyson Fury, aka the Gypsy King. I've just seen Joshua lose for the second time to Usyk out of his depth. However, England has been relieved of its belts yet again, as usual. But there is a remedy and a solution that I can suggest. If you want those belts back, then send in the Gypsy Barbarian of England. Come on! Send me in. I will relieve the Ukrainian dosser of his belts like I did the last Ukrainian dosser. But it's not going to be cheap. If you want the best, then you've got to pay. It's going to be very expensive. So get your fucking checkbook out and I will relieve that Ukrainian dosser of them belts. You know.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So as expected, Tyson Fury, he wastes no time to make the Usyk fight. As you guys seen in that tweet, Tyson Fury has already told his promoters, go ahead and make the fight. So clearly this fight is going to happen. I mean, it makes too much sense. It's a really big fight. But the only problem with this fight is no matter who wins this fight, both of them have said that they will retire after they fight against each other. That means they're not going to build a legacy in terms of trying to become one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Now, surely the winner of this fight will be the best heavyweight temporarily. And that would be very short term because none of the greatest heavyweights have ever won the title and didn't defend their title against multiple dangerous young top contenders, some undefeated, some just dangerous. And regardless of how you think these fantasy matches would play out, this is the reason why you cannot compare a Tyson Fury or an Usyk to the actual greats. Tyson Fury is no Lennox Lewis in terms of skill or resume. Tyson is not even a Vitaly Klitschko in terms of skill or resume. You often hear great champions say, it's hard to win a title, but it's even harder to keep the title. It's even harder to stay on top. We've seen the majority of the previous heavyweight champions do just that. Win the title and defend their belts on multiple occasions. We're not talking about just defending your title against Dillian White. We're talking about all of these young lions like Jared Anderson, Frank Sanchez, Joe Joyce, and the list goes on and on and on. So once again, if Tyson Fury or Usyk retires after they fight, they are making it very clear that Tyson Fury is no Lennox Lewis and Usyk is no Evander Holyfield. Usyk is obviously being compared to Evander Holyfield because Holyfield was a cruiserweight champion as well that moved up to the heavyweight division and became the undisputed heavyweight champion. The only difference is when Evander Holyfield became the champion, he stayed there and fought the most dangerous top contenders. Dangerous top contenders like Riddick Bowe, who beat him. And then Evander Holyfield came back and beat him in a rematch. So while it's clear that Tyson Fury is better than Deontay Wilder and Usyk is better than Anthony Joshua, what's not clear is we still don't know how great they are. We don't know how good they are. Because remember, Teofimo Lopez, he beat Lomachenko. And George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. Now look at where George Kambosos and Lopez are now in their career. My point is, getting one or two big wins in your entire career, it still doesn't really tell us how great you are. It tells us you're a good fighter. In Tyson Fury and Usyk's case, it definitely tells us they are Hall of Famers. But there's a difference from being a Hall of Famer and being one of the greatest of all time. I mean, almost anyone can be a Hall of Famer. They even inducted Sylvester Stallone, just for his character as Rocky, into the Hall of Fame. So the bar is set pretty low when it comes to becoming a Hall of Famer. But the bar is set much higher when it comes to being considered one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, or one of the greatest fighters of all time. Because at the end of the day, you can't name me one of the greatest heavyweights that did not defend his title multiple times. Just for example, the great Joe Louis. He was the heavyweight champion for over a decade, almost 12 years. That's how long he held the title, constantly defending his title against any and everyone. The truth is, we've seen a lot of heavyweight champions come and go. They won the title and they were quickly forgotten about because they did not have a long reign as a heavyweight champion. And the reality is, if Tyson Fury and Usyk didn't have the complexion for the protection, they would be quickly forgotten about as well if they do what they're planning on doing, which is once again, become the undisputed heavyweight champion and then retire. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention, so I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, "Can you fix this?" And, he pretty much said, "No problem." My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.